Hello everyone, welcome to RBI Interview and Fact series. In this video, we are going to see why did the nationalization of banks happen, and there were multiple reasons behind it. We are going to see the most important ones. And the first one is social welfare and financial inclusion. So we know that before nationalization, most banks were private commercial entities and they operated mainly in urban areas, right? Where they had wealthy clients and profitable businesses. And that led to neglection of rural areas. And what nationalization did, it basically pushed these banks to open branches in the underserved regions also, right? So that basically the financial inclusion can be promoted. The second point is directing credit to priority sectors. And what happened under it? We know that basically private sectors, they tend to lend money to large established industries, right? And what basically that led to? That led to neglection of the important sectors, for example, agriculture sector, for example, small scale industries, for example, the export sector, right? Now, what government did basically through nationalization, it was able to direct banks to lend a specific portion of their funds to these priority sectors, right? And that we also call as priority sector lending, which is an outcome of the nationalization only. The third is reducing the concentration of economic power. So we know that a small number of individuals, or I should say the small number of private individuals, they used to have this kind of monopoly, right, with respect to the banking sector. They used to control the country's largest banks, and this monopoly was not healthy for the economy. So what government did through nationalization, it was able to break this concentration of wealth and economic power, right? And that basically ensured that the nation's savings were used for the national benefit. The fourth point is mobilizing savings for national development, right? So we know that, of course, in order to run the country, the government also needs significant funds so that it can promote the national development plans, right? And we know that a large portion of nation saving, they come from the rural areas, right? And this rural area basically before nationalization, it was outside the formal banking system. So what government did basically through nationalization, it was able to expand the banking network, and the government could mobilize these savings and it could channel them into productive investments, for example building infrastructure, for example funding public sector projects, also sort of things. So I hope all these points are pretty much clear to all of you, and that is it from my end. You can write it in the comment box. Thank you so much and all the best.